Good morning, everyone. Silvershire here. Today, we're going to be speculating about a new Overwatch hero. More specifically, my idea for a Talon Summoner. First, I'll discuss why I'm even talking about this, and then I'll get into specifics on the abilities, and I'll end with whether or not I think this is actually likely to happen. And quickly before we begin, I would like to say hello to the couple of new subscribers that I got recently. I hope you enjoy your stay, and in case you didn't read my About section, I upload every Monday and Thursday at 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. So without any further ado, let's get into this. The idea of a summoner hero, which is someone who creates AI-controlled characters to do their bidding, is not anything new in the Overwatch community. There is speculation as early as the Sombra ARG that she might be a summoner of sorts, and that sort of speculation returned for Efi and the Junker Queen and Brigitte and pretty much every character that we've ever seen show up. There's also a leak a while ago that detailed a hero named Ivan who controlled an army of nanobots using a tablet. And I think that that idea, if it is indeed true, could potentially evolve into my idea. But the question is, why do I think now of all times is when we'll finally be getting a summoner? Well, thanks to the Retribution event, Overwatch now has something that it never had before: unique AI opponents. In the other events, Uprising and Junkenstein's Halloween Terror Extravaganza, the AI did one of two things. They either shot at you or they blew up. Not a lot of variety and not very advanced AI, so I don't think it would work in a competitive setting. But the Talon agents are all unique from one another, and some of them even have multiple abilities. So I believe that the Talon agents could be summoned by a playable hero, and that would be viable in a competitive setting. So the question is who? Who is a high-ranking member of Talon who doesn't seem like a fighter but would prefer to pull the strings from behind the scenes? I don't know why I'm setting this up like a mystery because you saw the thumbnail. I'm talking about Maximilian. Now, I'm not saying that Maximilian would necessarily not be a fighter, but it doesn't seem like he is, based solely on what we've seen from him, running the casino and sitting in on the board meeting. And granted, if you just saw Moira in one of those situations, you probably wouldn't think she was a fighter either, but I definitely get the vibe that Maximilian doesn't like to get his hands dirty, and that he would have someone else to do his dirty work for him. And that is exactly what I have based my newest Overwatch hero idea upon. So, my idea is that Maximilian's abilities would all involve summoning and controlling the Talon agents that are featured in the Retribution event. So let's get into specifics. His first ability would be Summon Sniper. Oh, and by the way, I don't have cooldowns or durations or anything worked out for these because that's really not my strong suit. If people like this idea, then you can try to figure out cooldowns for it. But the first ability is Summon Sniper, where he would call in the Talon Sniper, who behaves exactly like the one in Retribution. So going to be shooting at the nearest opponent, and you'll be able to see when she's aiming at you and who she's aiming at, and if she's taking damage, she will try to teleport away. And his second ability would work almost identically, but with the Assassin. And I think that this one would need a higher cooldown because the Assassin is pretty tough. But again, she would act exactly like the Assassin from Retribution. And I think that those could probably be his only abilities, and that would still work as a character, but that's not going to make him very active. So the third ability is Targeting Beacon, where Maximilian will point out an opponent to be targeted by all of his currently summoned Talon agents. So that means it will override their normal targeting system, which is just whoever's closest, and they will focus on that one target. Which not only means that he can't just be brain dead once he summons his Talon agents in, but it also means that he's going to be able to coordinate his Talon agents with the rest of his team. Plus, if we make this an ability that requires aiming, it would increase his skill cap. And my idea for his ultimate would be to summon a Heavy Assault. And unlike the others, I think that this one should actually be controlled by the player. So kind of like Junkrat with his ultimate, Maximilian could just crouch down somewhere, and then you gain control of the Heavy Assault unit for the duration of the ultimate. And the Heavy Assault unit has the two giant Gatling guns and the charge ability, so I think that it would be an excellent ultimate, and in fact, it might even need to have a duration that ends before it's destroyed, because I really don't know how powerful that would be going up against a team of 6. Again, like I said, the numbers are all up for adjustment, because they also don't need to have the same health and damage as the Retribution counterparts. I'm just spitballing here. So those are my ideas for his 4 abilities. As for his normal weapon, like I said, Maximilian doesn't seem like much of a fighter to me, but I don't think that he should be left out to dry. I mean, even Mercy has a pistol, and she's a pacifist doctor. So I have 2 ideas. One is that he simply has a pistol tucked within his tuxedo to pull out and fire all fancy James Bond style. My other idea is that he could have a hidden gun in his sleeve, similar to Ezio from the Assassin's Creed series. And either way, it would be just a not super strong gun, just something that would help him get out of emergencies like Doomfist or Mercy. It would not be the focus of his character. And in fact, maybe his targeting beacon ability could be an alternate fire for this weapon, depending on what it is. So, what are the problems with this? Well, one of the problems is clutter. Even if we say that he can only have one of each type out at a time, that would still be potentially 8 or 9 characters on a team as opposed to 6, which is very chaotic for everyone playing, and it's probably going to take its toll on the system. I don't know how much lag there would be trying to work a bunch of AI opponents into a competitive match. But also, we've gotten a lot of Talon agents as additional heroes. Anna, of course, was the first new hero added, but then we got Sombra, who was a Talon agent, and then Orisa, and then we got Doomfist, who was a Talon agent, and then we got Moira, who was a Talon agent, and now we have Brigitte, so it wouldn't be 3 in a row, but I still think that it's a little too early for Blizzard to be adding more Talon agents, because at this rate, Talon is going to have more active members than Overwatch, which doesn't make a ton of sense in a game called Overwatch. And that sums up just about everything I have to say in this video. Let me know if you liked this idea and if you think it will work. If you have any tweaks or ideas for the numbers, you can put those in the comment section below. I would love to talk about this idea. And until next time, I bid thee farewell.